Hi guys! So for the people who have been asking for like chapter 9 or part 9 or is there more parts, don't worry, I will never end the series without saying it, and there are a lot of chapters in this series. So don't worry, this is chapter 9 and there are 31 chapters. So we are far from done with this series. Well, I don't know if the reader has like said it's done, but so far it's 31 chapters. No further, let's begin. Broken Wolf, Chapter 9, written by Big Bad Wolf as a fangirl, on Wattpad, link in the description below. Katsuki Bakugou x Wolf Listener. Classes started the next day. Bakugou having to leave to go to class, and because of it, he had an extra class. Koshima promised to be there after school. We were just lying on the bed, staring at the window, and watched as a light breeze picked up petals and leaves, making them fly around in swirls. A knock made her jump, shifting into Wolf. As he stood on the bed, looking at the door, your first standing up as he looked at the door. It opened slightly and Koshima slid inside, shutting the door behind him, and smiled at you. Bakugou will be here in a bit, he does have to go to a class. Koshima smiled, coming to the bed and tossing his bag next to it. So, what do you want to do? Just lay down in your wolf form and look back out the window. Want to return to your daydream? Koshima's smile faded a little. Boris sat back on the bed, waving his hands in front of you. You glanced at him before looking at the window again, not really caring, wanting to go back to your thoughts. Do you want to help me study? Yes, perking your interest and made you perk your ears up, showing you were listening. There's this test I need to study for, and, well, I was thinking you could ask me questions. Though you weren't giving much opportunities, you learned how to read and write, using science and a few books that you could find, along with all the newspapers. You're actually quite intelligent, based on a limited resources. Koshima brings out his book, and you shift, making the one that he handed to you, and scanned through it, finding it was a math textbook. A few more about different subjects laid on the bed. We focused on the book in your hand. Koshima telling you that he needed to go study. You were able to understand it enough to help him. The time going by quickly, and Koshima was getting the hang of it. The door to the room opened, and he looked to see Bakugou. Face unreadable expression when I saw you with Koshima. The redhead quickly packed his stuff and stood up, confusing you a little why he was being so quick about it. Why not just help me study? Koshima smiled, able to slip by Bakugou into the hallway. I'll just go to Denki and Mina. Go see what Denki and Mina are up to. Bakugou said nothing as he glanced at the sharp-toothed boy, shutting the door behind him and looking at him. His expression soft, but it was clear something was bothering him. What's wrong? He asked, watching him as he tossed his bag onto his desk and seemed to collapse on the bed. This icy hot bastard was upping me again, he answered, searching beside him. Icy hot? You're confused, since he was yelling about Deku, raccoon eyes, and icy hot. Bakugou didn't seem to use people's names, just names that would explain their looks or personalities. You're curious to know why he was calling them these names, wondering if it just was a habit, or if it was just because he didn't care enough to remember the names of their classmates. He didn't answer. He just groaned a little before sitting up and looking at the desk where his bag lay. Mr. Aizawa gave me some things, but to make it look less suspicious, I had to bring a little at a time. Bakugou mumbled, something clearly bothering him a little. It's a few clothes that should last you a week, along with a few things that should keep you entertained till I get back. Noted but didn't make a move, wondering what was bothering him. Shifting into Wolf, you climb onto his lap and laying down. laying on your side so you could see him. A look of confusion was laid on his face, pink lightly spreading across it, but he didn't seem to be bothered by anything anymore. "What have I told you?" Bakugo mumbled, trying to sound cross, but it was still soft, his hands going into your fur. "You have spent enough time as a wolf." He left a little before shifting back again. His face was now noticeable pink as he looked at him in his lap. As he looked at you in his lap. "That doesn't mean you shifted my lap," he yelled, surprised that you would. Climbing up off his lap, he had to fight from laughing at his reaction, but he couldn't help but smile. You covered your face to hide it from him as he went to grab his bag, pulling out clothes and books. You went to the desk and took the clothes, going to the closet and putting them in the farthest corner to hide them from prying eyes. "I'm going to have to introduce you with someone else," Bakugo suddenly said, making a look at him from your work. "I don't want to rush you, so when you think you're ready to be introduced to someone else, just tell me." He nodded in acknowledgement before getting back to work. After a minute, the clothes were put away, and he went back to the desk to find Bakugo studying. Grabbing one of the books that he brought with him, he sat on the bed and began to read. After half an hour, Bakugo left to grab food, leaving you alone once more. You had barely noticed that he left, the book drawing you and keeping you trapped in the fiction, while into gentle shaking got you out of your trance. "Hey." The book was taken from your hands and stood on the bed. "I was reading that," you whined, glancing at him in a playful manner. "Well, you still need to eat," he smirked, putting the plate in your lap. "Damn nerds almost caught me when I was bringing this to you, so you better enjoy it." He nodded and dug into your meal, finishing it quickly and grabbing your book, returning to the land of fiction. Bakugo smiled slightly and shook his head before continuing with his studies. When it was time for you to sleep, Bakugo wrapped his arms around you and... where am I? Bakugo wrapped his arms around you and held you to his chest. This made you feel safe during the night. I kept the nightmares away, and you were able to convince Bakugo to do it. That was chapter 9. I don't know when I will be reading like next chapters because I'm kind of unsure if I'm going to read like any fan fictions like the day before Friday or on Friday, because the whole Friday on school I have a test and I have to be studying for it. It's math, and I'm not the best at math. Last time I had like a math test, I got a 4. One of my friends got a 4+, and my other friend got a 5. Like, I can do stuff, I'm just rushing through it. So I'm just saying that in case I forget to say it in like some couple of days. But no further ado, I'll see you guys next video. Bye!